services are once again required. The client has traveled by way of England. Report to your office immediately upon receiving this parcel. So, tell me, what brings you here?
Fancy a good dicking?
Well, I don't know why you'd fancy a bad one, but before we start discussing proclivities, won't you tell me your name first?
No, you daft bugger. My name is Fancy a Good Dicking.
Oh, of course. Well, tell me, what can I do for you, Miss Good Dicking?
I'm afraid that something very dear to me was stolen from my family.
No, now that I think about it, the name Good Dicking rings a bell. Sounds familiar.
As it will should. My mother is the Duchess of Manchester, and my father is the Queen's trusted advisor. And I'm headmistress at West Liverpool Academy. It's only the most elite girls' boarding school.
Of course. I mean, it's so well renowned for its many areas of studying. Homemaking, history, Latin, foreign affairs, pickpocketing.
Begging your dearest pardon?
Oh, did I say pickpocketing? Because what I meant to say was pub brawls, knife fights, muggings, larceny. Did you want me to go through the entire catalog of the curriculum?
I think there seems to be a problem.
Oh, it's a problem, all right. See, your story is full of what your people would call bollocks. Your mother was no duchess, and I know exactly who your father was. Thomas Alfred Gooddicking, better known as Tom the Tailor, leader of the Dandy Peddlers, the most dangerous and notorious gang in all of England.
Good sir, I assure you there's been some mistake.
Miss Gooddicking, please spare me the whole posh socialite routine. It doesn't add to my confusion, it only re-emphasizes your own.
Shit. You're on to me. What gave me away?
Well, for starters, there is no West Liverpool Academy. You don't speak with a Manchester accent, and no member of British royalty would ever drink American-made tea. And of course, why would an English headmistress be dressed as a French tutor? Listen, Miss Gooddicking, I'm not a bounty hunter, I'm not a marshal, and I'm not a federal judge. And even if I was, my jurisdiction would stop once you cross the Atlantic. Whatever your criminal past may be is of no interest to me. You and your family's past criminal history makes me no never mind. As far as I'm concerned, you're just another paying client. Your dollars are just as good as anybody else's. Now please, tell me why you've come here. And this time, tell me the truth.
Tell me, sir, are you familiar with the Tailor Shears?
Yes, ma'am, I'm quite familiar with it. It was your father's trademark weapon that he used in battles against his enemies. The Tailor Shears was the common nickname given to the trusty pair of scissors your father was known to keep on his person at all times. Despite his profession as a maker of suits, the solid gold shears were not used on cloth, but on human flesh. Tom the Tailor would infamously brand his victims with what was known as the tailor's trimming, 2 deep cuts on each side of the victim's lips. The scarred faces of his enemies sent a message through the streets of London not to cross the Dandy Peddlers gang.
I'm not proud of my father's criminal past, but his influence is very important to my family's history. I have reason to believe that one of my father's old enemies may have stolen it. The only question is, what gang it could be.
Well, if you had to describe them, Miss Gooddicking, these individuals responsible for the theft, would you be able to describe them?
The only thing I can remember being told is that they saw blokes wearing black masks.
I think I see. Miss Gooddicking, I'm afraid I have some disturbing news for you. These individuals responsible for the theft, they weren't just some rival gang. It goes much deeper than that. The individuals who stole your property belong to an international ring of pirates called Cervix.
Cervix?
Yes, ma'am. But don't be alarmed, Miss Gooddicking. This isn't the first time I've crossed paths with Cervix before.
Sir, I need you to accompany me to England immediately. We must find my father, Shears.
I'll tell you what. I'll come with you to England, Miss Gooddicken, and I'll see to it that you are reunited with your father's valuables.
And Inspector, if you do a good job, needless to say, I will reward you.
Well, I'm afraid I'm going to have to take you up on that, Miss Gooddicken, because I have a 100% success rate. We'll get plenty of rest tonight, Miss Gooddicken, because we have to be up very early in the morning. We have a ship to catch. As I arrive in England, I suspect that the most crucial place of interest to cover would be the many courts and parks on the outskirts of town. These were the old hangouts of Tom the Tailor and the Dandy Peddlers. Able to trace the paths of footprints, but it's of no use, as I cannot decipher if they belong to cervix or just local hooligans. Whereas gangs will most likely return to town, pirates not local to England will remain camped in the woods. So I'll venture into the woods to search for any vital clues. The footprints stop after a while, and from there I can only calculate the direction in which they headed. Also, based on a street residue that's commonly found in town, it's evident that the thieves had been out drinking earlier in the day. I ask around, and I'm told that there's a forest that's several miles from some of the town's local pubs. The tip from the locals proves to be right, and once again I'm able to connect the path of footprints that had ended earlier. The forest is full of trees with tender bark, which means any pirates on the run will most likely camp out overnight and make a fire. Bark is still fresh. Fresh bark. Fresh bark means they were able to start a campfire, which means the campsite can't be too far away from here. Based on the footprints, it's in the same vicinity. Cervix.
last thing you'll ever steal, cervix.
Agency, this is Inspector. The Shears have successfully been found.
Terrific, Inspector. Report for paperwork while the client rests.
I tell you what, I think I'll leave all the paperwork up to y'all this time. Right now, I'll take care of the client.
Inspector, wait, Inspector, not.
I promised the lady that I'd get you back home, and I always intend to keep my promises. Well, Miss Gooddicken, it's always pleasing for me to satisfy a client.
Inspector, I do believe I made you a promise. And I always keep my promises.
Well, if you intend to keep your promise, then I must oblige you to do so.
Good heavens! It's out to the Atlantic!
Well, if a lady makes a request, then I must honor said request.
Enough of this bullet, Inspector. Come over here and give me a good Roger read.
To watch the entire episode, click the link in the description. Thanks for watching.